Hello, everybody, and welcome to more Political Excess. Today, let's do a tier ranking list for 2024 in the Republican nomination for president. I've got A, B, C, D, and F tiers. These are how likely they are to win that Republican nomination. So let's get right into this. And first up, we've got Ben Sass. I don't think he's really much of a contender. I don't think he has much charisma. He voted for impeachment. I don't think he would do much. I'm putting him in the D tier. Next up is Charlie Baker, governor of Massachusetts. Baker, I think, is pretty weak. He's got to be in the F tier. I don't think Republicans think he has any appeal for their base. Okay, Christie is next. I actually think Christie is not that bad of a candidate to win nomination. Yeah, he was governor, his approval rating sank. If there was no Trump, Christie would have that kind of personality. I think that could ignite the base. Sure, he's on the inside, but I think I'd put him in the B tier. I think he is a formidable candidate absent the top tier. Next is Dan Crenshaw. I'm going to say Dan Crenshaw is down to the D tier. I just don't see him getting out of the gates, really. I don't think he has much name recognition. I don't think most people know who he is outside of his narrow base. Next up is Donald Trump Jr. It's a tough one. I think I'll put him in the B. Without Trump, a lot of people would fall back to Trump Jr. Next is Donald Trump. That's got to be in the A tier. He's probably the front runner. If not, he's the close runner up. Next is Eric Trump. And I don't think he really has much appeal. I'm putting him down the D tier. I don't think he has anything going on, really. Next, Ron DeSantis. That's going to go in the A. Tim and Trump to take the nomination as of now. Next up is Greg Abbott, Texas governor. Put him in the C. He's probably not too threatening, but not too exciting either. Next is Ivanka Trump. She's in the F. I don't think anybody cares about her at all. Next, we've got Josh Hawley. I'll put him in the B. I think he would excite the base reasonably. Next, Larry Hogan. I'm going to put Hogan in the D. He's pretty much viewed as a rhino, and I don't think he would gain much traction in a Republican primary. Next, we've got Mike Pence. Put him in C. He's pretty establishment. He has some appeal, but not a broad appeal. So we'll put him in C. Next, Mike Pompeo. I'm going to say the same thing, C tier. His name recognition is going to be lower. I think he would have a little bit of an appeal. He'd be above these D tier candidates at least. Next, we've got Mitt Romney. Romney, he's got to go in the D. He voted for impeachment. A lot of people don't like him. The base is not going to like him. He's just too moderate. Next, we've got Nikki Haley. We'll put her in C. More establishment stuff. She'll have a little bit of an appeal, but not overwhelmingly. Next, we've got Senator Rick Scott. We'll put Scott in the D tier. I just don't see him doing anything personality-wise. I don't think people would really be excited to support Rick Scott. Paul Ryan's next. That's in the F tier. His time is over. I don't think he has any appeal. He's like a Liz Cheney. Next, we've got Rand Paul. We'll put Paul in the C tier. He has some appeal, and he could be like a dark horse candidate, but I don't think it's just strong enough to be able to go up into B. Next, we've got Sean Hannity. I didn't even know he was in the conversation. Fox News host. I would put him in C, I guess. I don't think he would win the nomination, but it's enough to get him in the middle of the pack. Next, Marco Rubio. I'll put him in B. He is kind of establishment, but I do think he has enough of an appeal for that nomination. He's ran before. I think he can make a run for it. Next, we have Ted Cruz. I put him in C. I just think his personality is not appealing enough to go up into the B tier. He's just too off-putting, but he does have a certain following. And Tom Cotton, we've got him next. I'll put him in C. He's not super well known, but I can see him having a moderate amount of appeal. Next, we've got Tucker Carlson. He's got to go into B. I think he does excite the base, and he's not establishment, so that's got to put him fairly high up. Next, we've got John Kasich, former governor of Ohio. He's going to go in D. He's not enough of what the base is looking for. He's a rhino, I think people would say. I don't think Kasich would do anything at this point. And then next, I believe there's Christie, governor of South Dakota. I'm going to put her in D also. I know she has a little bit of a following. She could maybe go in C. I just don't see her doing anything in a primary. Finally, we've got Senator Tim Scott. I put him in C. He's kind of establishment. He has a little bit of an appeal, but I don't think he really fires anybody up. He's kind of bland, not exciting. We'll put him in the C tier. So this is my tier ranking. I'm satisfied with this. I think these are the candidates who would probably be most likely to win A, maybe down to the B tier, and then the rest, who cares? Let me know what you think of this tier list. Do you agree? Do you disagree with it? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy this channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.